come vape with me. This is a Cloutank. It's a Cloutank, C-L-O-U-T-A-N-K, and I would have pronounced that Cloutank, but I see on the internet it's pronounced as Cloutank, and it's a C1. Now these people make 3 different styles of tanks, and this is the one for vaping e-liquid. Now this is really robust. It was sent to me. I was surprised. I am delighted because you know there are some awful legislations coming out against tanks. This one takes quite a lot of e-liquid, and in the future, if you're planning for your future as a vapor to carry on doing what you like despite the regulation, you need to get in supplies for our Armageddon, if you like. So I have made plans, and I'm all right. I will go on vaping whatever the legislation. And so when this tank arrived, it is so robust and so beautifully made. I thought, this is a lifetime tank. I've been trying it now for quite a while. It's about 2.4, 2.5 ohms, and it's really well made. It's a Pyrex tank, and the metal is, I'm not sure what, but it's absolutely beautifully made. It's made to last forever. So I have been using it, wondering whether if it was a rebuildable, and I've used it until that atomizer is finished. Now it comes packed in a beautiful box. This is their tank for 2014, and I've no idea what it would cost, and currently it's only available from their website, which you'll see below, and it comes in that box with the tank and 2 atomizers that you can replace on it. So when it came time to replace the atomizer, I took the old one off because I was interested to see if it was in actual fact a rebuildable. And guess what? It is. Here are the little bits and pieces from it. So it's got this thing, which is, as anybody who builds their own atties recognizes, that's pretty much the same. It's got a very robust rubber stopper that you put in when you split the wires. It's got this little bit, and I wondered because I struggled to get this out, but my husband got it out for me. This little bit, that's where it sticks in. At the top, in the little shafts where the wick goes, this little tower was in, and boy, I could not get that out. Do you see? It's got 2 little holes in it. And this Cloutank works in a weird way that I don't quite understand. So this little tower, which sticks up above where the wicks lie, can be taken out. My husband had to do it for me because it was very tight. It's also metal. Everything is robust and strong metal. But the tank is strange. Let me take the top off. To refill, you need a needle, just a needle dropper, and you drop it into the little holes that you can see there. When you fit the new atomizer, you screw it in and out just like a normal Vivinova or any other atomizer, but the wicks are actually up in the top reservoir. The wicks are not hanging down here in the glass Pyrex tank. They lie in the little reservoir at the top. There are little holes, 2 little holes, and you fill with the little holes. And in their instructions, which is just a little card with pictures and actually very poor English, it shows you to refill with a needle bottle. But not all mine e-liquids are in needle bottles, so I simply filled with a blunt tipped e-liquid bottle into as close as I could get to where one of the holes was, and it dribbled down into the tank. So I have filled this without a needle bottle. So I don't know, but when you tip it, and it says in the instructions to tip it, the e-liquid must go into the top reservoir. But it's never given me a dry hit, though I would think it could do if you didn't actually. But I'm so used to doing that with my tanks, it doesn't worry me. They sent me this little battery to try it on, but I've used this tank on my mods. The shape of the tank stops it rolling when you put it down on the table or any surface. On my mods, which are fat, it won't stop it rolling, but then of course you could have a charm on your mod or something else to stop it rolling, or use a Vapingpoint. So that's the Cloutank, and I'm most impressed. If you want a tank that will be your lasting through the end game for vaping, against all odds from legislation that is trying to kill this, that would be a very good tank to buy. You can buy replacement, it all comes apart just like a normal Vivinova really. The bottom screws off, the top screws off. You can buy replacement Pyrex tanks, you can buy replacement tops and replacement bottoms and replacement mouthpieces. And of course it comes with 3 replaceable atomizers, and they are rebuildable. And so that will last me forever. Thank you, Cloutank. I have thoroughly enjoyed using this, and I have to give it a good recommendation. It's a pity it isn't sold in England, but in fact it probably wouldn't be allowed to in the future anyway. So order from China. They have a good website with some interesting videos on. I have thoroughly enjoyed using this. Thanks for vaping with me.